MisterSanityClaus, and welcome once again to Tribes Ascend. Yes, I thought I would bring you guys an update on the, update as it were, which was released just a day or two ago, which is called Accelerate. Now, this is a fairly major update, this one. It brings a couple of new maps and mainly some new weaponry. So let's just take a quick look at it. All in all, it's 27 new items. For the Pathfinder, you've got the dueling spin fuser, which is basically, it doesn't give you as much of an AoE oomph, but it does deliver more damage. In secondary, you've got the holdout shotgun, which is brutal, to be quite frank. It does a lot of damage, a lot of it. Each pellet which hits the opponent deals 90 damage, which is fairly awesome. And then we've got the compact nitron. This is, well, as you can see, less knockback, but you can instead carry one more, and it doesn't do a lot of damage like impact nitron, but as well. Yeah, so these things are pretty decent. For my own purposes, I don't really enjoy the dueling spin fuser, but I really enjoyed the holdout shotgun, but only if I intend to get into close quarters. Otherwise I will be going with the light assault rifle. Compact nitron I've basically not used at all. I'm not interested in it. I want the impact nitron to knock people aside or to knock myself forward, basically. So the Sentinel. Oh, these guys have, well, I'll get back to that. Yeah, they've got the new BXT-1A rifle, which is slower, but you can shoot more bullets, basically. So, yeah. And it's got the same thing as the BXT-1 rifle, that it increases the damage the longer you're in zoom. Secondary, you got the Nova Blaster MX, which is, well, it shoots faster and it's got a larger clip, but it deals less damage, basically. Otherwise it's the same as the Nova Blaster. That's the thing about these things. I should have probably mentioned that earlier, that these are just variants of things that are already in existence. All of them. Yeah, so the Focus Claymore, greater explosion, but the angle is significantly smaller. I haven't actually tried much of this, well, at all, basically, since I really don't like sniping. Well, I don't like sniping in this game because I don't think it fits. But that's just me. I'll have to try it, I suppose. Then one of my favorites, the Infiltrator. It's gotten the Arctic Rhino, which is fairly decent. Deals a bit more damage, as you can see. Slightly slower fire rate, and, well, that's basically it. It's nothing amazing, it's pretty good. And we've got the Silenced Pistol Arctic version, more damage, and smaller clip size. That's it, basically. We've got the Sticky XL, which is the best upgrade for the Infiltrator, in my opinion. It is doesn't deal as much damage as the stickies, but they deal it in a bigger area, which is very, very nice. Yeah, so I'll still be going with the stealth spin fuser, I think. I'll probably be going, as you can see here, with the new pistol and the Sticky XL. Oh hell. Sorry about that. Oh, crap. Microphone. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, and then we've got the Soldier. This one I haven't actually tried a lot. Got the new Ghast's rifle, which is basically the assault rifle. But as you can see, slightly more damage, but a slightly smaller clip size, basically. We got the Thumper DX, more damage, but lesser AoE damage. Well, lesser radius, I mean. And the Short Fuse Frag, which just explodes significantly earlier than the Frag XL, but it deals slightly less damage as well. Haven't tried much of these. I don't really see the purpose because the things... sorry about that, guys. Yeah, the things that they've added are not enough of a difference for me to actually care that much about it, unfortunately. Yeah, the Raider, we've got the new Arcs Buster, which is called the Dust Devil. It deals slightly less damage, but has a bigger radius on the explosions, basically. That's more or less it. Got the Desert NJ4, which has less damage and a higher fire rate. And we've got the EMP XL grenade, which has a... let's see, it's just got the bigger radius and smaller amount of damage. Yeah, like I said, these things are just variants, and they're actually just called variants as well. So, yeah, you just pick whatever you think suits your playstyle better, I suppose. Here we've got something very, very nice for my second favorite, the Technician. Now, we've got just a new semi-automatic, no, not semi-automatic, submachine gun, that's what I was supposed to say. The Rockwind. It's pretty nice. It's got a slower rate of fire, more damage, but yeah, I'm going with a Thumper because I'm usually indoors myself, so if you're outdoors, then yeah, by all means try it. But here is the one that I've fallen in love with, basically. So much that I mastered it automatically. This is something that I will be getting back to as well. Yes, long-range repair tool. You can actually stand some ways away from whatever you're repairing and still keep repairing. It just repairs a bit slower. No more getting hit from afar while you're repairing things. Well, not as much anyway. On the bigger AoE damage, you're still gonna get some splash, but yeah, this is... I just love this thing. It is completely awesome. The slower repair rate is heavily offset by the range. Yeah, and we've got the TCNG Quick Fuse, which is, well, honestly, I don't use the grenades at all. I only use the motion sensors because those are so much more useful to a technician. Take my word for this, they are amazingly good. And honestly, I think that any technician who doesn't use the motion sensors is gimping himself. Or herself, of course. Equal opportunity gimping here. Yeah, so for me, I'm going with this setup, the Thumper, the long-range repair tool, and the motion sensor. These are just, yeah, they're the good stuff, basically. The Juggernaut, we've got the Fusion Mortar Deluxe, which is heavier on the damage, smaller radius on the damage, basically. Yeah, so it deals a lot more personal damage, but a lot less area, basically. And then we've got the Spinfuser MKX, which is, well, as you can see, smaller radius, higher damage. Yeah, so it deals better person-to-person damage, basically. And then we've got the Heavy APXL. Let's see, there we go. It's a newer grenade. It deals a lot of damage to single targets, smaller radius. Let's see. No, sorry. Bigger radius and smaller damage, but yeah, it actually... Then we've got the heavy APXL. It deals a lot of damage to... Then we've got the heavy APXL. It has a bigger radius and less damage. Basically, it gets better against a big number of people. Here, I haven't actually been playing much with any of these things, but I'm thinking this is actually a pretty good setup. I think the grenades sort of offset the mortar, but that all depends on what you guys want, as it were. Then we've got the Doombringer. This guy has gotten some serious upgrading with the chain cannon, which is... let's see, there we go. As you can see, more damage, slower fire rate, deals heavy damage. I think the fire rate is more than offset by the damage. Actually, I think it's a bloody brutal weapon. I haven't used it myself, but I've been tagged with it a couple of times, and it hurts. Trust me, it really hurts. Now, here's the big one. This is the one that is not actually a variant as much as it is a new weapon. It deals less damage, has a bigger radius, and a higher fire rate. But the thing is that, as it says, it is dumbfire, which is... it just travels in a straight line. You shoot it and it hits whatever you're aiming at. I'm not entirely sure that the mid-air suppression is gonna be that big of a deal actually, but it's definitely a good alternative to the saber launcher if you're not intending to be fighting against people who are flying around a lot, or against shrikes and the like. And finally, we're coming to the brute. We've got the Devastator's Spin Fuser. Not as much damage as the heavy Spin Fuser, but a bigger radius. I think we've said this before for some other weapons. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, this is basically just your own favorites. Got the automatic shotgun, and then we've got the hammer, which deals more damage and has a smaller clip size, basically. It is fairly brutal, to be honest. And the extended fractal, which is even more annoying. Yay! Oh man, yeah, it sticks around for a long time, this one. Deals less damage, but it just bounces around the damage for a significantly longer time, basically. Here I've tried these things. Well, not the hammer so much, but I've tried the rest. And they are a nice addition. They are a really nice addition, actually. The extended fractal grenade will make things a lot easier in suppressing a generator room and things like that. So, that's it for the weapon updates, as it were. Now, let's head on out. And once again enter Tartarus. Yes, here we go, and I immediately head off in the wrong direction. Yeah, this is the new edition, the new capture and hold, which is just a version of the capture the flag map, Tartarus. And I am getting hammered by something here. Ooh. Yeah, I should probably not be doing this while I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, so basically this is a simple new version of an already familiar map. Not much to say about it. It looks the same. It plays the same. The only difference is that you're not capturing a flag. Well, duh. And of course you got these newfangled things with the turrets added to the... Oh, hello. Okay, yeah. That's basically it. It's... Don't have much to say about it, actually. It's the same, but slightly different, you know? So, let's just leave this map and continue on to the next one. And welcome to Sulfur Cove. Well, the thing is, you've probably seen this one before. It's sort of like most other things here, it's not exactly a new map. And as you can see, Sentinels are still annoying as hell and should all be eradicated forthwith, basically. Yes. So. No, not new map. Old map, but reused. Anyway. Yes. So this is same thing as everything else when it comes to capture and hold. You charge to a place, grab that checkpoint and yes, I know, suicide runs. Those are sort of noobish and all that, but I don't give a crap. The thing is, capture and hold is, to me, excruciatingly dull. Yes, that is, you heard me. Yeah, this is not my favorite way of playing, and it probably never will be either. Because, well, it's just so boring. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not gonna be playing this map much longer. You guys have gotten the gist of it now, and you've probably played it in TDM as well. So, that's the way it looks on capture and hold. And yes, capture and hold is still as dull. Sorry. Anyway, let's head on and explain a couple of more things about the patches themselves. So while I'm playing around here at capture and hold rain dance, I'll just add a couple of more things about the patch. Basically, they've, as you can see in the patch notes, which I will have linked at the beginning of this video, and I will probably link once again, well, timing very nicely into this one. You will see that there have been some changes to some weapons, some things that will nerf them, some things that will make some powerful, but mainly this is a patch which will be known as sort of the one that nerfed Sentinels. Yes, I know what you're thinking. And I'm thinking the same thing about bloody time. Well, some of you won't be thinking that, but you guys are Sentinels, so I don't really care what you think. Well, anyway, thing is, Sentinels, in my opinion, have always been sort of not necessary to this game, so I will try to but I will try to keep some of the vitriol out of this. Anyway, basically what's happened is that for the sniping, the fall off in range has been increased significantly for the sniper rifles, and the damage dealt from the secondary has been decreased as well. These things are both long overdue, in my opinion. So I'm very happy about this. Also, they have added an interesting thing that I think will actually do quite a bit to offset the fact that you can basically just stand still and shoot people as a Sentinel. And it doesn't really matter if you get killed, you just pick up and stand up where you left off, as it were, and just keep going, which sort of defeats the purpose of this being a very, very fast game. Now, this has been perhaps a bit heavy-handedly dealt with, as Sentinels will now get a longer respawn timer added once they have died, and they are going to go back to respawning, and no matter what other class they pick, this will happen. They will get the longer respawn timer. Now, I am not entirely sure that I am happy about that. I mean, sure, it will offset, like I said, and it will be... it is a way to deal with it, but I'm not necessarily certain that it is a good or even decent way of dealing with it, because, well, it is sort of ham-fisted, not, well, heavy-handed, you know. Well, this is something that they say that they're actually working on, so we'll just have to see exactly how it turns out. Anyway, that will be it for now from me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little look at the recent update, and I will leave you with these parting words. Auf Wiedersehen, Schnitzel, dear slackers, and remember, just because you're allowed to do something doesn't automatically make it a good idea. Bye!